Part 8. By this part, you should have the knowledge to understand some of the things you see in this part quite well. Like always, if you need to refer to the previous parts, you can see part 3 and part 6 to jog the memory. Our arms are very versatile pieces of equipment that have the ability to work in many different ways and for many different purposes. With modern day advances, people use their arms and hands mostly for playing with their phone. But they can be used for many other applications, such as driving, where they behave instinctively. Instinctive behaviors in our actions can be tuned, enhanced, or changed. It's this method of practice which makes you good at something. It allows you to do things and behave in ways you didn't think you could. Some of the simplest of actions can sometimes be hesitant in its delivery. The trick to invoking this change is not too difficult. Simply put, it's getting used to movements so they become second nature. This movement does have a few similarities to other parts that you may have seen. This is the introduction to using your arms effectively, to gain control of the body when required. Leverage is used to make the movement work effectively. It can be very difficult to escape a much larger person attempting to strangle somebody, especially if there's a wall behind them. The only real safe method of escape in this situation is using the means of leverage. Leverage of the body's tense structure. It must be effortless and smooth. It must flow uninterrupted. As we see here, at the very moment of contact with the neck, she reacts. Now the reaction isn't fight or flight, as you can expect when attacked. The reaction is more operational in its nature, meaning it doesn't have a feeling either way, nor does it function to give a result. It just works. It does what it does. Her arm weaves over one arm and under the other. The moment it is directly under the attacker's arm, her wrist opens up so the fingers point upwards towards the sky. This will hook onto his arm. We have to think of the forearm as if it has a pivot in the middle. This we will call the pivot point. At this stage, the arm must be pivoted at this point so that the attacker's arms are crossed on top of the other and locked. Hold their locked arms in place like this and punch to the head. It would not be practical to use the punch anywhere else on the body. Step towards the attacker when administering. Let's look at this again. The attacker lunges forward and grabs the neck with both hands. This is especially dangerous. The attacker is a lot bigger and stronger than her, but it should be effortless to deal with this. You'll need to feed your arm over one arm and under the other. At this point, bend your wrist. This will hold the arms in place and tighten your forearm muscles and tendons without effort, giving you the advantage of using your arm as a lever. These movements create a pivot point in the middle of your arm while locking them in place. Now pivot your arm over like this. It will create a wide opening, allowing you to repeatedly punch. Step forward as you do this. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, consider subscribing, leave a comment, and if you know someone that can find this useful, please share it with them. Until next time, always be mindful of others' actions. You'll learn more about yourself if you do.